I think so far this week, James Milner and Andy Robertson have had the best responses to the media in terms of the questions that they've been asked. Such things of like, are you disappointed? Is that 2 points dropped and blah, blah, blah. Andy Robertson made a great point when, I think a reporter asked us something along the lines of, this has got to be a bit of a major setback. Are the nerves starting to creep in? Is this 2 points lost or 1 point gained against that? And Andy Robertson turned around and said, well, I don't remember the media saying the same sort of thing when Man City lost and didn't pick up any points against Leicester, or they didn't pick up any points against Crystal Palace and stuff like that. A great point of how you're also seeing a lot of opposition fans obviously rooting for Manchester City because they want them to win the league over Liverpool for whatever reason. And their reasons are their own. A lot of fan bases are jumping on bandwagons. It seems to be Arsenal fans don't want, for whatever reason, Arsenal fans are trying to inject themselves into title race talk by talking about other teams when their own team aren't even involved in the title race at all. Similar situation with Man United. Obviously, there's history there with the both of us being the most successful clubs historically in the Premier League, and maybe not the Premier League, but in English football in general, in terms of things like trophies and such like that as well. But then obviously, you get like Newcastle fans egging on West Ham and Leicester and stuff like that to do a job on us, and so that they can save football, which seems to be the hashtag that goes around in terms of save football. So for any team that comes up against Liverpool, it tends to be met by opposition fan bases, Everton fans as well. I honestly can't even get my head around why Everton fans are even coming out from under the rocks that they're currently under after their magnificent start that they had under Marco Silva is completely collapsing all around them. In fact, to the point where Everton fans are hoping that they lose against Man City just because it'll mean that they go above us in the league for now, because they play tonight. We don't play till the weekend, I don't think. Could be wrong on that one. I haven't actually looked into it, but because we played on Monday, I don't think we play until the weekend. So Man City will be ahead of us, most likely. I cannot see Everton pulling a result out. So obviously now they're turning around and starting to make this save football hashtag, and it's funny to watch. It really is funny to see how much elation and joy opposition fan bases are taking out of us drawing games. We haven't, the only game we've lost this season was against Man City themselves. Other than that, we've maybe drawing games that people are expecting us to win every single time. I always say every game in the Premier League is a tough game. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter who you are. It's a tough game. You cannot take any game for granted. And it is funny to see the media acting the way they are, asking the questions that they do. And as I say, Milner probably had my favourite response. I think a reporter asked him a similar situation to what Andy Robertson was asked, and he was basically just turned around and I think he was asked, are you nervous about these points dropped? Are you nervous or disappointed with where you are at the moment? And he turned around and went, what, top of the league in February? Nope. And he walked away. Best response and shutdown response I've seen all season, because all the media, and this actually goes for every club as well, all the media want to do is, apart from Man City and Tottenham, all the media want to do is stir up your fan base. So outside of those two, and maybe a Cardiff right now, and probably respectfully as well for Cardiff with the terrible situation that they've been through with the brand new signing that went missing and is presumed to be dead in the plane wreckage and stuff like that. I can totally understand that. People not wanting to go after Neil Warnock, because you shouldn't. You've got to show your respect. But that respect also should be shown at all times in the season, not just through tragedy. It doesn't have to take tragedy to show respect. Everybody knows that the media is just trying to goad fans. Every single type of fan. Arsenal fans. Why have you sacked Arsene Wenger if you're getting the similar sort of positions at the moment and you haven't got any extra money in the January window, and you haven't necessarily got much more money in the summer or whatever? Why have you sacked him and you brought in someone who's doing the same sort of job? For some reason, the paid media can't see why they would want to bring in a new manager. The same media that praises Manchester United for not only getting rid of Jose Mourinho, which was the right decision, but bringing in Solskjaer, who is an inexperienced manager, or experienced but not necessarily a successful one, but he's came in and you got to give it to him. He's done a great job. But the players have also decided to switch on as well. They praise for that happening, but they were absolutely willing to tear down Jose Mourinho as well, and probably rightfully so in some ways because of how Mourinho is. You know, Man City, Tottenham tend to get a bit of a free ride in whenever they lose games. It's not highlighted as much. We haven't lost since Man City, and we get worse media coverage than Man City did when they lost games against Crystal Palace, against Leicester. I think it was Leicester anyway. I might be wrong on that one. I don't know what it is. And the problem that I find is that I feel Liverpool fans are getting sucked into it quite a lot. There's a lot of Liverpool fans that are going at each other now because of what opposition fans are saying, because of what the media are saying, the news outlets are saying. They get sucked into it. The only reason I know what news outlets and such like that say is because I have notifications for Sky Sports on and stuff like that, just because of maybe score results. If it's like games that I can't watch or something like that, I've got score notifications and just any breaking news concerning Liverpool. So if I have those notifications on, which then means I find out all the headlines and such like that. Occasionally we'll read an article, not very often, and I certainly don't. The only time I watch Sky Sports is to watch a game. I cannot be bothered sitting there listening to the likes of Paul Merson, Charlie Nicholas, fucking Jeff Stelling. I can't be bothered listening to any of those guys, because one week they can be like, they're absolutely brilliant, they're absolutely smashing it, they're a joy to watch, they're brilliant, and a bad performance, oh, they're absolutely tanking it, Jurgen Klopp, he's not doing it right, he's not going to get it right, blah, blah, blah. You know how they kick off. They love to kick off. Charlie Nicholas, at any expense, wants to get his earring on camera. He doesn't care how he does it, whether he's trashing Arsene Wenger or he's trashing another team. He wants to get that earring on show. Paul Merson wants to come across as intelligent and does everything he can to not be intelligent at all. And the reason that I hope that we can have a little bit of perspective here from the comments that Andy Robertson, James Milner have said to the media this week, and a lot of people like This Is Anfield, the Redmen TV, are tweeting about it. They've got big audiences. So hopefully people are actually taking it on board when it says, have a bit of perspective. Have a bit of perspective. We're not in a position where we were last year. We're not in a position where we were the season before. We're top of the pile. We are responsible for the gap closing. That is true. We are responsible for not winning our games and drawing them instead. That is on us. But we are still top right now, as of this minute, which is about maybe 1:30, something like that in the afternoon. That will most likely change tonight. Man City played Everton. That result will most likely change and they will go above us. Twitter and all the social media sites and the media themselves will go absolutely nuts, because now the bald messiah in Pep Guardiola will be top of the league again. And people can start really waxing lyrical about Manchester City again, which is all they want to do. The reason they haven't been doing it a great deal lately is because they're not top of the league. But as soon as they go there, even if we take that spot back, it's all about Pep. It's all about Pep. It's all about Poch. It's all about Poch, the legend of Poch. What can I say? I'm just hoping that our fans, Liverpool fans, can look at it like we are top of the league right now. We're doing better than we have done in so many seasons. We are much more competitive in this league, and we're still in the Champions League as well. Whatever happens there, honestly, I've got one eye on it, but I'm more concerned about the Premier League. And I'm also fully in faith that I know that this Liverpool team can turn this round, that we can kick ourselves into form again, and we can turn it round. We can go on a run. We can do it. Will we do it? That's down to the players and the manager. But I know that we can do it. This might be our blip of the season, and I'll take it if we still remain top right now. That's all I've got to say anyway. I hope that everybody can start to feel a little bit positive. It's hard to feel positive. I'm not saying be positive all the time. Even if we, I don't know, we recreate Stoke years ago and they beat us 6-1. Sometimes you really can't be positive, and there are no positives to draw from, but there are still positives to draw from right now. And I feel that we can turn it round and we'll go again. That's all I'm going to say anyway. Thanks for watching this video. I just wanted to say it. I just wanted to get some stuff out here and just make my contribution. Thanks ever so much for watching this video. Get your thoughts in the comments below as well. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you later.